one of the questions that we've had is, how do you settle a child into a new school? My kids, we've moved around a lot. Jasper, he's in his year one or first year. What is it called?
Yeah, I think it is
first
year
year.
one. I'm not sure.
This is his 6th or 7th school. So my 5-year-old has been the new kid a number of times, and he's actually, a little shy, and
Yeah,
meeting
he
new
is.
people is a little difficult for him. So each time it's a bit of a challenge. But what we do is we talk it up before we go. We start talking about his new school and his new friends, and talk about all the cool things that he'll do at his new school. So, for example, the school he's at now, he gets to go swimming, he gets to do sports and arts and things that weren't really available at his last school. We also got him the uniform several months in advance, and we would let him put it on for special occasions. He was delighted, and we took photos so that he could look at himself, in the digital photos of him wearing this new uniform, and I kind of saw it as a superhero uniform that all the kids at his new school would get to wear. So he was very excited to wear his new uniform. He was very excited to make new friends. He was excited to partake in the activities. But still, at the end of the day, you take him there, you kind of walk through it, but it's kind of up to your child to settle in and make that adjustment. I mean, we would ask how his day would go and everything, but I mean, he's there by himself, and so, I mean, how do you set up a
Well, I mean, I guess, for Evan, he started at the same time as everybody else, so I suppose, it wasn't the sort of double whammy that Jasper had, but still, he found it difficult, and he is not someone who is generally shy. Once he's warmed up, he's quite confident, but he did find it really hard. I mean, for the first week, he cried every single day when I dropped him off. But then I think as soon as I start seeing returns, so the following week, I mean, I have to say, I bribed him and I said, if you don't cry for the whole of this week, then we will, I can't even remember what it was now, I think it was probably something like you can play with the iPad or the iPhone. And he didn't cry, and in fact then after, not the first week when they'd had 3 days, but the first full week, he then got the merit badge, and I think actually he was given that by Miss Khan only because he didn't cry for that whole week, whereas before there had been tears. So I think as soon as they start seeing the reward, or they have a little friend that they kind of click with and can play with or go and do something with, then they enjoy it much more.
Yeah. So our school, the school both of our eldest sons attend, they provide lunch. But a friend of mine in the U.S., what she did, most of their schools, the children take bagged lunch.
Okay.
They bring their own. She would send not a lunchbox or reusable lunch bag, but the traditional kind of brown bag lunch.
Okay.
And every day she would write a love note to her child, or draw a new picture, or something kind of
That's
unique and special. So halfway through the day, her daughter would get this little, kind of mommy pep talk, or just the symbol that mommy was thinking about her, that really, really, had a big impact for this little girl. I think other things, along the same lines, you could put a little note or something in the bag for the child. Not food, because that would be gone, the minute they walk out the door, like a chocolate or something, totally gone. But I think those things that, your child knows that you're thinking about them and wishing them the best all through their day.
Or you can give them something and say, look, I'm going to give you, a coin or something, which is my coin. You're going to keep it in your bag, and it's going to be next to you. And if you're worried, you can take it out and have a look at it, and then you'll know there's nothing to worry about. I have to say, when Ivan was at nursery, he started going to a French preschool, kind of halfway through his preschool year. And so he was split. He was half the time at this French place and half the time at his old nursery. And the French place you had to bring packed lunches for them. And I would do the same thing So for his lunches on his sandwiches, I put a little sticker with, you know, a
Yeah.
picture of him driving a car or, you know, something like that. And he still really likes having that. In fact, when I bring the boys their snacks after school, I put them in a Ziploc bag that has the white panel on the side that you can write on. It's supposed to be the date and what it's contained, so you can put it in the freezer, but I usually draw a little picture
Yeah.
for them. So last week it was, you know, picture of Jasper and a picture of Yvonne, or a picture of Jasper and Yvonne in their car going through a red light, which was their favourite thing that they were playing, and they really enjoyed taking out whatever is in the bag and having that.
Yeah. So I think there are things that you can do that help ease that transition for your child, and whether it's sending, you know, little notes or things that help them feel better about
Yeah.
themselves, that you're thinking about them, or just listening to what they have to say. There's plenty of things that you can do, but I mean,
Lots of positive praise,
yes.
things that they've done well.
But we'd love to hear some of your tips